want to bring to you guys' attention a really interesting looking One Piece game. And when I say interesting, I actually mean interesting. You may actually raise an eyebrow looking at this game. Now, before I actually show you guys some gameplay, I do have some bad news about this game. Now, the first bad news is that the game doesn't actually come out to the public until 2025. Now, this can be seen as a good and a bad thing, mainly because, well, in terms of bad thing is we have to wait. The game isn't coming out yet, and Roblox is really dry. There's nothing to play. There's no entertaining games right now, and it's quite unfortunate. But this could also be seen as a good thing because it means the devs have time to actually work on the game's craft, create actual content for the game, and actually make sure it's in a state where the public can actually play the game and enjoy the game. And the other bad news I have is that the game is CC. Closed community. Hold on, I know, don't click off yet. The word closed community is honestly disgusting, and I know you guys heard me say closed community and spat on your monitors. Trust me, when I heard that, I was a little bit upset too. I genuinely hate the word closed community, and I hate closed community games on this platform. But if the developers are actually doing what they've promised to do, this game will go into closed community and actually come out ready for the public. And what I like about this game is that it actually does something we've never seen in a Roblox One Piece game. It's actually different. But instead of yapping you guys heads off, I do want you guys to actually check out gameplay so that you guys can let me know what you think of the game in the comment section down below. This video is more intended to be a discussion video. I do want to read what you guys have to say. Don't just say, wow, the game looks cool, wow, the game looks bad. I want to know what your opinions of what you're seeing on the screen is. So before we actually get into this, you guys do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's check this game out. Okay, so we're gonna be reacting to two clips together at the same time. I haven't watched this clip fully, but the name of the game is called One Piece. Well, it's not called One Piece, it's called 4 Blues. But 4 Blues is a One Piece inspired game, as we're going to see. I will do a bunch of pausing, yes, and because we're reacting to this together and it's a reaction, so it's a reaction, right? Yeah, let's go straight into it. So I have seen this part of the video. As you can see, it is a parry based One Piece game. Haki clashing there. You got the heavy attacks, block breaks, the dash mechanics. Now, apparently the two people fighting in this clip are two high-leveled, or two of the highest, like the best PvPers in this game. So this is a high-level gameplay that we are experiencing, that we are watching right now. Obviously, two noobs, two new players aren't going to be fighting like this. It's not going to be like this when you hop into the game. These are two of the best PvPers in the game, apparently. You can see the roll canceling, you see the criticals, you see the flash steps. Now, even as you're seeing right now, right, it is parry based, but these guys aren't getting too many parries off. I'm assuming you're going to want to, you want to mix as much as possible because you don't want your opponents parrying all your hits. You want to get as much damage off as possible. We obviously see the haki clashing, and we also did see like the little breathing thing. I don't know if you guys peeped that, but it looks like they have some sort of breathing. Demon Slayer breathing. Not too sure how this correlates to a One Piece game with breathing styles, but we'll see. We'll see whenever we get to actually play the game ourselves. But yeah, you see in this clip, you only see about 3 or 4 parries go off between the two. Obviously, we don't see the health bar, but this is some high level gameplay going on right here. And we've never had a One Piece game that's been skill based ever on Roblox, from what I know at least. So this is pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. Literally, most of these are block breaks and actual hits going on. we see barely any parrying going on. We see like 3 or 4 parries that whole fight. So here's another fight. You can see Bazento. 2 Bazentos. I haven't actually seen this fight. What is that? That looks like Mochi. That looks like Mochi. The Mochi kind of, it looked like it pulled him in as well, like on some gum, on some bungee gum stuff. It looks like it has the properties of rubber and bubble gum. Yeah, look, he jumps in the air, pulls him in. Looks like a bungee gum type of Mochi going on here. Apparently, the developers did say fruits are going to be very hard to obtain. So, kind of like RELL sees, where a lot of players won't have fruits at first. So, it's going to be, Haki's going to be an important part of progression. Apparently, there's going to be, Haki obtainment is not going to be easy. So, not everyone's going to be running around with Haki at first as well. It's going to be super hard to obtain Haki. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of exploration, puzzles, and things of that nature. So I'm super curious to see how they pull this game off. The combat does look really good, bro. Again, this is 2 high-leveled players. This is 2 very skilled players, the best PvPers in the game so far. So this is some experienced gameplay going on here. Obviously, the skill gap in this game will be huge. It's going to be huge. Yeah, no, it does. The PvP looks fire. I don't think we've had a combat system work like this on Roblox for a while. Yes, we've had parrying. Look at that skill. Look at that. Yes, we've had parrying on the system on Roblox, but we've never had fast-paced gameplay like this to this degree. And this is fast-paced gameplay, and it's grounded. You see, this fast-paced gameplay like Type Soul, Deep Woken is starting to get faster paced. The mixes. However, those games have really big, flashy abilities where the abilities are kind of spammy. In this game, you're kind of reliant on your weapon, your Haki. They both have Mochi in this clip, and they barely use the Mochi. They barely use Mochi. So this is more grounded, and I do like that. Being able to fight without having all these big, flashy, stupid abilities coming through my screen, flying through the air. So I do like the grounded combat that comes with this. From what it looks like, it looks pretty good. But I do have one more clip. Let's actually watch that together. Okay, here's the next one. This song is Persona, so it should be fine. And apparently this is lower tier gameplay. So the gameplay we watched before was 2 high leveled players. And then the gameplay we're watching now is 2 lower leveled players. And I think this is older gameplay. I think the clip we just watched is newer and this is older. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've been told at least. So this is going to be more realistic to what we're going to be doing. You see here, it's slower paced. It's not as fast paced as the fight we saw before. You can see that off rip as well. It's very apparent. Yeah, see, I like this, right? Ooh, I like this because it's not ability spam. I'm so tired of these ability spammy games. This is more grounded combat. Yeah, it's fast paced, faster paced than we're usually used to, but it's grounded. It's not flying through the air. You don't see these guys get-boing a million times. You don't see them fruit spamming. It's bare bones. Haki clashing. I think the thing that worries me about this game is content. Is there going to be enough content? That's really the main issue with a lot of these games during release. There's never enough content. There's always like an hour or two worth of content, and then you just do the same thing over and over after. And then you have to wait 3 months for an update. I'm just analyzing the gameplay. So from what it looks like, Mochi just works like a bungee gun. I'm seeing a whole bunch of grabbing and pulling. And then we see breathing. So I'm not too sure why they have breathing. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they have breathing here. It's a bit weird. Hopefully a lot of these mechanics get explained. Okay, so you can only Geppo twice as well. You saw that? He Geppoed and one of his bars went away. So yeah, this game is going to be pretty grounded. It's going to be Geppoing, but you can't spam it. Curious to see what they do with different fighting styles as well. Because obviously what we've seen so far with this gameplay, Sneaks, is everyone's using swords, abilities, swords, weapons in general. You got Byzento, you got a normal katana. I want to see 2 free sword style. Hopefully the game actually comes out with a bunch of different fighting styles. Obviously people want to use weapons, but there's a lot of people who like maining fist. I do want to see what the fist fighting styles are going to look like and feel like. Remember in One Piece people do fight with their fist. Prime example being Garp. I want to see what the fruits are actually going to look like. Yeah, right now we see Mochi, but I do want to see other fruits. And what progression is going to look like as well. But yeah, that's the game. It's called 4 Blues. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section down below. I wanted to bring some attention to the game because it looks pretty interesting. It's not every day we actually see interesting games. And then when we do see interesting games, they never release. Oh gosh, okay. Is this game ever gonna come out? Hopefully, man. This looks really good. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.